I've just been asked to chair the press conference. Good evening, colleagues. We're about to start. Can we just request that not everybody should... It sounds like it's a full house, so we're going to have to ask some of the colleagues to be out. Minister, should I chair or should Okay, colleagues, we're about to start. If we can be settled, I just want to check, rain check, those who are going live. Do we have anyone going live? Are you ready? You want 2 minutes? Are you ready? Okay. Anyone else? Okay, colleagues, let's get the show on the road. Actually, is not working. Let's get the show on the road. Colleagues, just at the top, as we get the eTolls behind us, there are some of the press program of the minister which are planned. Can you get another one? Actually, okay. Okay, I was just saying. Sorry? Can you hear me? I'm saying, as we start this program, I just want to say that when we get the eTolls behind us, part of the minister's program, press program, is the issue of the Easter campaign. She's going to As we start, I hope it works now. Still doesn't work.
Yeah.
Working? Okay. So, colleagues, as we start, we of course have the minister who's going to once again talk to us about the eTolls and the MEC, MEC of Transport in Gauteng, who do not need any introduction. And we are joined by the chairperson of the Provincial Portfolio Committee on Transport. It's Greg. So he's part of us, and then of course the CEO is sitting with the panel with us. We do have the HOD as well here of Transport has joined us, and of course the DDG Roads branch, Mr. Tabisa, he was chairing yesterday. We know him quite well. So colleagues, we will waiting the Premier. I'm not so sure how far the Premier is. Received en route.
Let's continue. We'll join the second program.
So we expect the Premier to also join us. Colleagues, without further ado, I do want to ask the MEC just to welcome us in the province, and thereafter we will take the Minister. If you can also just introduce the Minister.
Thank you very much for which one we can sing, but also, but tonight is the night. And good evening to you, to Comrade Greg Schneeman, chairperson of the board.
Sebastian Pillay, if you can do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Honorable Minister, MEC, Chair of the Portfolio Committee, HOD, DDG, CEO, and ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just going to brief you now on what the process is following the press briefing that we've had now. After this press briefing, we will firstly proceed downstairs to the TMC, our Traffic Management Centre. It is a bit of a restricted area, so everyone can't go down with us, so there'll be a few of us with the principals that go down. Subsequent to the visit to our Traffic Management Centre, we will go through to gantry number 8, which is called Sunbird, to witness the switching off. So the transport is in the form of buses. So I just want to make note that there are buses parked in front of the COC for all people, for all of our guests that wish to go with the minister. The principals do have parking there, so there is available very limited parking, only for our principals available in the front of the gantry. The media is also present there. Please note that everybody who needs to attend this evening or wants to go to the gantry itself, you need to have a reflective vest. There are reflective vests that you can get from us at the entrance here at the doors. Please note that we are closing 2 lanes of the freeway, but it is our national road and traffic is still on that road. So please be careful and keep to the sections that we have cordoned off. Please note that it is preferable, obviously, for you to take the bus to the site, and you must remain in the designated areas. There is a technical shelter that has an electric fence around it. Only the technical people are allowed there. Please do not try to go in. So what will happen at that point is when we arrive there, there will be a countdown clock that will be at the side of the gantry for us to note the time. At midnight, the gantries, obviously the eTolls will be switched off. Please note that all the transactions on the eToll gantries will start coming through to the Central Operations Centre, which we are now in, and all other conventional transactions from toll plazas around the country, due to the interoperability, will continue to be processed. So we must also note that the gantry lights and cameras will remain on, as the Minister has indicated, for road safety and law enforcement purposes. Please also ensure that you return our reflective vests when you come back. Just in terms of the proceedings now, Minister, and before the vote of thanks, we do have an initiation shutdown that we'd like you to press the button for. And so if we can do that, and then you can move the vote of thanks.
Invite Minister MEC. Do they just hit it, press it? Okay. Are you hit already? We do 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay. 3. Okay. Sorry. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. There we go. So we are starting the countdown. There is the time now. At midnight. So at midnight, Minister, what will happen? This screen, we are counting transactions, the transaction counts across all the different countries. So at midnight, the ones here will go to 0. There will be nothing reflected. So all of these are different toll gates in the country. Each toll is reflected as one at the top. So here they will continue counting because they are still on. Here it's going to go 0. There will no longer be any count taking place in the eToll system. So the eToll system is reflected as one entity. These are the other different gates across the country. Yeah. So there we go. We will not be late, so
thank you so much. It will just be a very short walk around so that we can have time. That's fine. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Just an announcement. Wait. Colleagues, wait. Shh. Sorry. We will allow the principals to leave, but there at the center, can you just have the cameras and the media to go in so that we manage the numbers, please?
Yeah, we will watch from here.
Yes. So you can watch from here, by the way. So then go out. So the cameras and the media, if they can go with them. That's my step.
Yeah. Or replace the live view. Keep the cable Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, these are the people who must go in. These people must go in. This guy must come in before the police.
where is our manager? Supervisor? Oh, okay.
There's just a request, colleagues, for cameras, if you can not take pictures of the employees on the floor. Good. I appreciate that very much. Sebastian, over to you.
Do a nice visit to the teams. We've never been here at night, obviously, and I think what we don't appreciate from this perspective is firstly what we see here at night, and the fact that this center is actually operational 24 hours a day, 365 days. So in actual fact, if you look at the center, it's fully operational. Our staff are here, and they don't go home at all, not during Christmas and New Year. They're always watching our freeways and making sure it's safe. So I think that's a very important part of it. So the one that you see on
Do you want to
screen,
just cover other
agencies?
Entities that sit here?
Yeah, so currently we have a joint agreement, you know, EMPD, TMPD, JMPD co-locate with us, and Gauteng province. And we've had a good relationship with all the municipal law enforcement and provincial law enforcement teams. So you'll see that even MEC, your officials are also seated here and present. So I think that's very important from a collaboration and a coordination point of view. What I want to show you just from this perspective is the only cameras we've actually got on screen right now is this is TG8 where we will be going to. So you can see there is a bit of a setup and everything going on. So this is what we can see from the south, and that's going south. The top left-hand corner or right-hand corner is this going towards Midrand, and this one is coming towards us. So you can see what's happening. So just from a national perspective, and I think it's very important, is you can see now that we have the heat map on, we have the feeds coming in, and we know exactly what's going on. And I think to the benefit of everybody, it's very important to know that we even have on-road services at this hour. So we make sure that there's heavy vehicle towing, light vehicle towing available. There is emergency response as well at this time of the night. We have a lot of incidents that are a bit more severe, obviously, at night than during the day, as you can see. But one of the benefits, obviously, that have been of GFOP is that the freeway is completely lit up, so it makes it easier for us to monitor the freeways at this time of night. So I think most of our visits only ever happen during the day, and we see the nice images during the day. This is what our staff see at night, and this is how they manage to attend to incidents. So I think that's just a
Maybe
broad
just
overview.
to add, as we said, some of the things we can do going forward is to manage speed, average speed over distance. So we'll be able to prosecute. We might also be able to start saying during rush hour, maybe you don't want truck in the two fast lanes. If you see trucks, then there's a problem. So there are many other things you can start monitoring. You can even start monitoring what trucks are carrying. If they're carrying dangerous gases and you don't want them on the road at a certain hour, you can see, you can, once you have tracked that truck, you can make sure that it's not where it's not to be. If it is there, you alert authorities, they go and patrol and move it out of the road. So there's quite a lot that we will do. Obviously, we were quite shy with rolling out a lot of services here before the conclusion of eTolls.
But just other additions, you know, as, Minister and MEC, we always talk about the smart mobility platform and what we can do from that perspective. The camera availability also ends up to the point where we can start looking at if people are carrying cell phones or using cell phones while they're driving, whether they're wearing seat belts. So there is a lot of technology that's out there that we can implement fairly easy. So if people pass under the gantries, for example, you can see if they're using their seat belts or if they're on their phones. So there's a lot of other violations besides just the normal violations you see here that really would assist law enforcement, if you think about it, with just using technology.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to get your money in the process.
You think so?
Okay.
All right. I think, Minister, this is it. So that's where we are going up there to do the switch off. And colleagues who will be here will be seeing us live. We'll be streaming, of course, all of this feed into, and also recording, taking videos ourselves.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do you need any questions? questions?
No, we don't have questions. I've been here. So
You've been here? Okay, all right.
But we had a private tour.
You know, on the 28th, coming from Limpopo, there was yet another accident. I just want to check, and it was a hit and run. Are you able to using this to trace the car and probe to see the accident as it happens, and alert the?
So one of the the actual freeway management system itself is a congestion management tool. So we don't capture as many incidents that occur. So it's about 30% of incidents that we actually capture that occur because the tool is very specific. We manage the congestion of the freeway. But in the event that we do, between the gantry information and the CCTV camera footage, we're able to put time and place. So we have done quite a few hit and runs where we get subpoenaed for information and we can actually figure out which vehicles have been involved. So it depends on the information we get, and we can actually put the picture together fairly easily. So we have done it before, and we've successfully prosecuted on a hit and run where we've seen a vehicle through the gantry where it went past the gantry at one point with no damage and came through damage at the front end, and we managed to find it in the panel beating shop, being panel beaten, and that's how we actually got the hit and run driver.
And once you start adding the population of cameras, say in the province and maybe other routes in one area, you start connecting the dots easily. But from one camera to the other, if they say there's a car like this, it has passed Woodmead, then you start picking it up. If there's a plate number, you can start tracing it through the system and you can follow it where it went through. If maybe there was a theft, hijackings, cash in transit, you are able to build evidence out of what you see from here, which can be used for prosecution.
So in that sense, we've now done a law enforcement app, using for law enforcement specifically to look for real-time links. So if the officer is on the road at the moment and he needs to find a hijacked vehicle urgently, and that actually comes from a process we started with Gauteng Provincial Department of Community Safety, where they're always asking us for hijacked vehicles urgently to be found in real time. And through that process, we actually now developed an app where they can do it directly with links to the gantries. So it's actually going to be, it's just been launched, so it will be tested now.
All right, we should be going, Sibi.
So much. So from here we're going straight to the gantry 8. That's right next to the after the Allendale off ramp, right on top there. So what will happen if we can allow our minister and the MEC and the CEOs to leave first and the HFD, and then we'll follow. These 3 buses which have been arranged. You please maybe leave your cars here. We really urge you to do so and get into the buses, so that we can allow manage the issue of parking at the country. So please, if you can just get into the buses. Thank you so much. Let's allow the minister to leave and move forward.
This slide to action. Somebody pass.